What is up, tubers? Joey back here on the Real Trade channel. Just giving it to you straight, no fluff, no puff. Um, Jumping into live trading, showing you actual stuff. I have a treat for you all here. Excuse the voice, as getting through a cold here. But I got a surprise for you all. I'm going to do a little step-by-step for you in becoming a successful trader. Guaranteed to make you a successful trader as long as you follow the steps that I'm going to go over. I'm going to do a few series here. We're going to talk about the mindset. We're going to talk about finding a strategy. We're going to talk about back testing and what I call real testing. That's taking your after back testing, going into the real world and doing it in live trading and seeing how it works there. As you probably all know after seeing some of my other videos, back testing and real testing doesn't always work out. In fact, it never works out exactly how the back testing works. We'll go over that. Also, how to adjust once you find yourself a strategy, you've back tested, real tested, showing that you can make some money on it, how to adjust it a little bit to tweak your profits. And finally, again, lastly, maximizing profits. So that's what we are going to talk about here. Not sure how long all of these series are going to take. I'm just free winging it here, have a little bit of idea in my mind. But the first thing I'm going to start out with here is mindset. So let me get all fancy here and stuff. We're going to start here with the mindset of a trader. So the mindset that you basically have to have, and you've probably heard a lot of this, but one of the things that, in seeing some of the trading videos out there and training and stuff like that, is I don't hear a lot of folks talk about discipline. That is probably, I would say, 90% of what makes you a successful trader is your discipline and getting discipline. We'll kind of show that as I go through some things, but basically it means that, once you find that strategy and it seems to work, you've back tested it, you've live tested it, it seems to work, you're able to do it, you're comfortable with it. That's another big thing we'll talk about, is you have to be comfortable with the strategy that you're using. Once all those pieces are in place, you have to stick to that strategy. That is the discipline that is so hard, that is so difficult to do. Everyone struggles with it. I struggle with it sometimes. I know pros struggle with it sometimes, but they talk about being a machine. You really have to be kind of a non-feeling type machine when you do some trading. Let me see here if I can kind of show you a few examples. Let's just see here. Let's bring up Let's just bring up Tesla maybe. Okay, so, sorry, I got this on 180 days, 5 days, okay. I like to trade the 5-minute chart, as most of you probably know. This isn't going to be an accurate representation because Tesla, this big of a gain is probably only going to be maybe 0.5%, let's see. Well, it's 0.8%, but you get the general idea. So in having discipline as you're working and you're doing some things and you're looking for trades, boom, all of a sudden you see this trade pop and the green bars are just going up and down, and you're kind of getting that FOMO, like, wow, this thing's going to go to the moon. I've got to jump in there. I've got to get it. And what invariably happens is you jump in, and guess what? You jump in right at the part where it starts going down. That's invariably what happens. I mean, once in a while you'll get lucky and you will, jump in there at an early enough time, it'll keep gaining, you'll get some money, and then all of a sudden you have this false confidence that, okay, I know what I'm doing, I'm going to jump in these, but what's going to happen in the long run, as you know, as you've probably experienced and I've experienced, is it's not a sustainable trading strategy. It works once in a while, but most of the time it doesn't work. You get lucky now and then. You have to really stick to what the data is showing you, what's the statistics are showing you, and what actually works. So that's one of the pitfalls that we find. Also is not sticking to your strategy. Let's say the strategy here, you had a strategy where, well, as soon as it goes over the 63 EMA, that's what this purple line is, the 63 EMA. As soon as it goes through, but your strategy says that it has to fully clear, like right here, and then that's your buy signal. A lot of pitfalls is, okay, well, that's close enough. I know it's going to keep gaining, even though it didn't quite clear it, it's a little bit of it jumped above it pretty good. I'm going to jump in, right here. Well, that's not sticking with your strategy. That's not following your strategy. If you have a strategy that say is 55% success rate, 60%, whatever it is, excuse me, that is not going to work because, that's not it's probably not a 60% success rate if you're jumping in too early. You're going to start losing more trades than you're winning, and you're not following your strategy. So those are just a couple examples of being disciplined, sticking to this strategy, knowing when not to take bids. You see you know uh, something going crazy and you just want to jump in there and be part of it. You've got that FOMO. Just stay with that discipline. Let me see here. I had some morning surge ones. This is for tomorrow. Um, these are ones that I'm watching for tomorrow. I think starting with these ones here. I don't know if you see this early enough, but these are really ones to watch for day. They're going to run during the day or get some good spikes during the day. So if you're lucky enough to see this tonight before tomorrow, these may pan out. I've got a new strategy that I'm checking out. But anyway, let's take a look at SoFi here. So, SoFi. So another thing that you want to be wary of is, just thinking that, with some of the strategies, well, most of the strategies, you're looking at small gains over a period of time, and then all of a sudden you're looking at something like this, and you're constantly seeing these, wow, it's a 6% gain, almost a 6% gain. If I could only jumped in there at that time, and if I only could have made that, here I am making a measly 1.5%, 50% of the time or 55% of the time, and you just want to abandon your strategy and try and find these and jump into them. That's another thing that's really going to kill your mindset. So stay away from those pitfalls. There's a lot more, there's probably hundreds of them, but you get the general idea is the discipline to finding that strategy. And the other thing is the patience. Patience and discipline are probably the two main things that I just want to get through to y'all is patience and discipline. I can go over a whole list of other ones that you see in other training videos, but those are the two most important ones, especially the discipline. So with that said, looks like we're about 7.5 minutes. I'm going to stop this one and then I'm going to start on the next one. So we will see you in the next video, tubers, here shortly. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and we'll be back again here in just a few minutes.